Shorty and she do that.
Hey guys, what's up? Zariah Rose here. Before I begin today's video, I would like to apologize for not uploading for over 6 months. It's because I've been extremely busy and I've been working on getting a new phone with more gigs and more storage, which I got now. So I promise to upload a lot more and film a lot more. So this video will be uploaded, which you're watching on Monday, and I will have a video for you on Friday. I'm really looking forward to filming Friday's video. So please hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell to turn on post notifications, because you'll be notified when I post. The time that this happened, I was on cash register and I was in the midst of getting ready to put the girls' items in the bag, and she had a friend that ran up behind her, whispered something in her ear, and the girl had turned around, screamed, and ran to the front of the store. And I had looked at my coworker that was on register too, and she's like, no. And I had customers that were ready, like in line to get ready to pay for their stuff, and they were like, I don't know. And then my manager comes walking out. She's like, what is the girl screaming about? Like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm just as curious as you. So I go to the front of the store and I'm like, oh my God. And it was Nikki DiMartino standing in front of the store. So I go, like, I'm running back in the back to go get my phone to take pictures with her, and my coworker, which was in the fitting room, stops me and she goes, hey, she's like, what's going on? Why was that girl screaming? And I'm like, Nikki DiMartino standing in front of the store right now. She's like, you're playing. And I'm like, no, I'm not. So we both dart in the back to go get our phones, and as we're darting back out, we're like, how do I look? Do I look okay? And I already look crazy because I was having a bad night that night, and I'm like, oh my God, like, Nikki's in the front of our store, I look a mess. So when we go up there, the girl that had ran up there prior to us, she was taking pictures with Nikki and talking to her. So we were staying there for a while, and I'm looking at Kat, and Kat's looking at me, and she's like, wow, like, oh my God. So we proceed to go up to Nikki, and we're like, hey, can we take pictures with you? And she's like, yeah, of course, you can take pictures. We can take pictures. And so we took pictures with her, but the first time we took pictures, I took pictures on my phone, which I don't have anymore because I got locked out of that Snapchat, which is another reason why I had to get a new phone. Second time we took pictures, Nikki was like, hey, let's take pictures. So Kat jumps in, and it's me, Kat, and Nikki together, and that pictures also on my old Snapchat, which I cannot get back, which I'm extremely upset about. Then the third time we took pictures, Nikki was like, hey, let's get a picture. So I jumped in with Nikki, and she had a group of friends with her at the time. So when they were in the store, she was like, hey, to one of her friends, can you take a picture? So one of her friends took a picture, and I took a picture sitting by side with Nikki, and I'll put it right here. I'll put the picture right here. I look a mess, so don't mind. We proceeded to talk about the fashion show that she had at the mall a few years prior. She's like, oh my God, I had so much fun there. She was like, that fashion show was so much fun. And then she turns on, she goes, wait. And I'm like, what? And she's like, were you standing in the front? Well, not the very front, but towards the front, but a little bit back. And I'm like, yeah. So then she proceeded to tell me, she was like, oh my God. She's like, I'm really good at remembering faces. She's like, I remember you standing there. And I'm like, oh my God, like, she remembers me. And at this point, my heart's pounding. And then her friends were talking about how they had a lot of fun, how the fashion show was crazy, and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like, I'm standing here talking to Nikki and her friends right now. After taking pictures and stuff with her, the third time when she took a picture with me, she's like, what's your name, sweetie? And I'm like, Zariah. She's like, how do you spell that? And I was like, Z-A-R-I-A. And, like, knowing me, I'm like, oh, she's just gonna save it to her Snapchat memories. And then after I get out of work, my phone's blowing up saying, like, Zariah, you are on Nikki's story. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Stop playing. And they sent me the picture with me on her story, and I'm like, oh, I'm on her Snapchat story. Like, this is wild. And I was talking about this for weeks. I was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm a Nikki, I'm the shit. No, but yes, that was the best experience that I've ever had. I've got to say, that was incredible. She's the first YouTube that I've ever met, and I will never forget that moment, especially like at work. I'm like, now I go into work every day, like, Nikki, you better show up, like, come through. But yeah, I accidentally deleted my outro, editing and stuff on my computer. But guys, if you like videos like this, please give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and tap the little bell to get notified when I post. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for being patient and waiting so long for me to upload another video. But I will see you guys Friday, and peace.